Let's start at the Genesis question. I'm sorry to do that to you guys. I hate when people ask me that, but we want to know, how did it all begin?
No, you can take this one. I just did the last one.
Okay, good. I think it started from, we write together a lot, so we're always sort of writing and tossing around ideas. But I think the scenes that really made us realize we had to make this film were really that first opening scene, the car crash scene, and then the subsequent scene where he says, I'm fine, you can sit with my wife and I wouldn't care, and then I test that.
Okay, so you guys are sort of brainstorming by just texting back and forth. They're in a room together, writing sessions. How does it work?
It's sort of just a hot mess. Like we're sort of just always. We'll have like headphones in, and I'll be like we'll be like on the phone with each other most of the day because we're always writing something, and sometimes we'll be writing something else. We'll be like, oh, I had an idea, and then it's like sometimes an idea is so good that you go, I want to chase this, and then all of a sudden you build a world and you build characters around it. So it's almost like they become anchors to like a story. It's not always the case, but with this one, it was. It just came out of a too much time had passed since our last film that I had directed, and then the one that we had acted in, this movie called The Climb, and then this, and we sort of wanted to return, and there was like, I don't know if you guys knew, but there was like a pandemic, and then there was a strike, there was a bunch of strikes, and there was all these things that sort of were happening, and I remember being in the middle of the strike, and we were just like, we just got to make another film that we can fully, that we can act in, we can sort of creatively control, and we don't really have to ask for permission for, we can just go make. So this came out of an impulse to like find something that we could sort of be at the front of. And we had the two key scenes were really just like, we were like, what happens if he tells me, me and my wife are in an open relationship, he tells me that they slept together, and I lose my mind after having said like, oh, it's fine. And then we were like, and then what happens if it's just like a 10-minute fight scene in the middle of the movie? It ended up being less than that, unfortunately, but it was 10 pages in the script, so we definitely
felt longer. In a good way. It was like, it reminded me of Carpenter's They Live, where it just keeps going and going. Yeah. And it was, and so you guys did your own stunts?
Yes.
Must have been hurt.